Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super glad you did. And if you are returning, y'all the real MVP, you already know. So you guys already know I am very excited to where we are moving in this series. We're finally out of the boring cards of the majors. I know we had to do all of that to set the foundation and do everything, but once we hit the tower in these cards, it gets really fun. They get really interesting. So I'm so excited to be moving forward with where we are now. If you guys have not seen my tower and star video, highly recommend that. The Devil, the Tower, and the Star, that is my favorite 3 cards in order like that. So that's a fun one to watch if you're watching this video. I'm pretty sure all 3 of those are already out because I would not put them out of order. So definitely go ahead and watch if you have not already. If you're just watching this one, I definitely recommend watching the Devil, the Tower, and the Star all together in that order, because it's going to help you understand the Fool's Journey a little bit and how we got to where we are in the major arcana now. So today we are taking a look at the Moon card. So this is a fun card to look at. I honestly like other renditions of this card a lot better than this card, but we'll get there. I mean, you know, you guys already know everything's put in here for a reason. That's what we're here for. So let's go ahead and look at the keywords for the Moon card. So the keywords for the Moon card upright are unconscious, illusions, and intuition. And the keywords for the Moon reversed are confusion, fear, and misinterpretation. So you know how the upright says unconscious and illusions? By illusions, they mean secrets. So if you guys watch other tarot readers on YouTube, they will always use this as the secrets card. I personally see this as intuition because Cancer is connected with the Moon. The Moon is connected to intuition. So, you know, this to me is kind of more of like the High Priestess and the Hierophant in intuition's sake, but I do understand that in context with other cards, this may mean secrets. So again, that's one of those cards where it's very important for you as the reader to read the energy of the spread, read the energy of the person, follow your intuition to figure out what this card means in that spread, okay? So let's go ahead and see what the book says about this one here. If you guys are new, just joining us to the series, the book and the deck are in the description box for you guys if you want to check those out. I can no longer show you the book. I got it on a stand now, but those are always down there for you guys all the time. So the book here says, the Moon conjures up hidden impulses, even the creature of the depths, in other words, old deep-seated instincts. A sky decorated with gold seems suddenly to be close enough to touch. This can be upsetting, like a night when the moon is full, an invitation and exhortation to have the courage of your strongest feelings. The Moon stands for the collective subconscious, for oceanic feelings. So that's why, to me, this is more about intuition, because you guys already know the Moon rules everything. It rules the tides, it rules the energy, it rules us. Like, the Moon has a lot to do with everything, and when there is a full moon, the veil is thin, your intuition is high. There's a lot of stuff associated with the Moon. So that's why, to me, I don't see this as the secrets card, because that Moon doesn't represent secrets to me, but I understand why we see that card as such. So if you get this card in a spiritual reading, it means empathy, sorry, not sympathy. Love, share, but don't identify yourself with other people's emotions. So this is also emotions, which makes sense because the Moon rules the waters. Water represents emotion with the cups in the tarot, right? So as a card for the day, this means the greatest feelings and the final matters of life are realities that need to be lived as much as anything else. If you get this in a love and relationships reading, it means give the nocturnal side of you space without surrendering to it. Take your partner with you. And if you get this in a success and happiness reading, it means make peace with your God and your world. The card is an encouragement to open one's heart and cast off one's awkwardness. Okay, So let's go ahead and take a look at the 10 important symbols in this card. The first one, it says, no figure depicted. So if you look in here, there's no dude. Most of these cards have dudes, right? This card has no dude. And if you guys are just joining us, I am from California. Dude is a non-gender specific term, so I say dude. So there's no dude in this figure, meaning there is no person, there is no human, there is no figure. This is a moon, some towers, some dogs, and a lobster? Crayfish, crawfish, crawdad. So it says no figure depicted. This card warns against the kind of feelings that surface at full moon and threaten to engulf us. We get sucked below and stand there unable to move or bark at the moon. Positive connotation means the gates of heaven are wide, wide open. So if you guys remember in our death card, there was these gates. So remember, the Fool is moving on his little path through the major arcana. So when he passed the death card and he saw the little Grim Reaper there, the gates of heaven were far off in the distance, right? They were far in the hills. You could just barely make out those little towers and the city behind them, right? But now he keeps moving through his little journey through the major arcana, and he has made it to the top of the hill where those pillars are. However, he's been walking so long, the sun is no longer behind them, and now the moon is back there. Okay, does that make sense? So the next one is the sun and the moon. So if you notice here, we got the sun. This is not the full moon, this is the sun. And then we have a crescent moon with the face in there. I think that face is meant to, no, we're gonna get to that. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. So the sun and the moon here is what we're looking at. So full moon, half moon, and sun are merged into one. Negative connotation, day and night are one. One lives the whole time as if in a dream. Positive connotation, the moon is fully illuminated. The nighttime wishes are fulfilled in the day. The next one we're looking at here is the moon face, not phase, face, cara, face, face. Okay, so although the moon stands for the vast and oceanic feelings for the collective subconscious, it has personal traits as well. In the beginning and at the end, we find the personal stories. So the next one is the drops of gold, and we did see this in the tower card as well. Remember, I thought they were little flames flying out of the building. They are not, they are drops of gold. We also have those here in the moon card, these little drops of gold here. So 15 now, not 22 anymore, 15 golden drops in the form of the Hebrew letter J characterize a glittering fluid. The transition between heaven and earth, the wandering of the souls, the glowworms, the divine spark. How do glowworms? Glowworms don't fly. Those are lightning bugs, okay? So the next one we have here is the dog and the wolf. Clearly, dog, wolf, dog, wolf, dog, wolf, wolf, dog. Okay. So the dog is tamed and the wolf is wild. The path winds through the twilight of animal drives. Ancient instincts and urges handed down through the generations carve out their course from the source to the blue of the mountains. Another discrepancy in this in these cards here. Those are blue mountains. Okay, pretend they're blue. So the next one we're looking at here is the crayfish, crawfish, crawdad, lobster, dude down here in the middle. So this crustacean stands for age-old feelings and instincts that make their appearance here and call to be dealt with and resolved, or they slip away again, diving down and going back into hiding. That's pretty cool. That is feelings and instincts coming out of the water, and sometimes they just slip back in there. They don't want to be out. So the next one we got here are the towers / gates of heaven. This thing, like I said, as you guys saw it in the death card, those are the towers with the sun behind it and the little city back there. And then the path runs through the middle of the dogs all the way up the mountain. So the gates of heaven are open amazingly wide here. Why not simply stride on through? For the towers are a warning against rigidity, against turning into a pillar of salt, like Lot's wife in the biblical story. If you guys are new here, this is a very chock-full card deck of biblical imagery. It's a very, very religious deck, even though religious people think that tarot is of the devil. It's very full of Christian and Catholic imagery. So the next one we're looking at here is the long road. Like I said, it goes down the middle of the dogs all the way to the back of the mountain. So the whole path of life, unification of the world and the other world. Mind you, this is behind the pillars of heaven. So our twin homes in the here and now and in the hereafter. A symbol of faith and great dreams that encompass a whole lifespan. So the next one is the blue and green stretches. What the heck are you pointing at? Okay. So it's pointing to like this middle path of greenery here. Can you guys see that? If you were looking at this from an, I was going to use photography terminology here. Imagine this as like steps on a stair, okay? So you can see here's the first step here, here's the second step here, the third step is the mountains in the background. So we're looking at the second step here in the middle, which is the darker green stuff right here. Okay, so blue and green stretches. The unconscious and primordial, or the crayfish, the upper reaches of the emotions and beliefs, which is the blue mountains. Both sides needed to be resolved and brought together in the green swords of everyday normality. I get it. So it's the middle of the human emotion here and the blue mountains back here, which is, did we not talk about the blue mountains? Okay. Well, the mountains are probably, since they're on the other side of the gates of heaven, that is where the city, the eternal city, lies in the death card. So we'll just go with that. So the next one, I apologize for yet another color discrepancy in the radiant. Pixie, you're doing me dirty, girl, but it's okay. So this is supposed to be a light blue sky. Light blue. In the regular radiant, in the regular Rider Waite and the Centennial Rider Waite, for even in the book, this is a very, very, very light blue sky. It looks like a daytime image. So in the radiant, we have made this a nighttime image to illuminate the moon here. So I understand why we did it, but we are going to talk about it as if it is a light blue sky. So again, the heavens equals the divine realm and the realm of the will. Light blue equals open sky and clear water. Positive connotation, lightheartedness, nonchalance, purpose of will, lucid mind. Negative connotation is confusion. So that's how they ended the star card too. So I really hope you guys were able to retain some of that. Like I said, take all of this with a grain of salt. The only thing you really need to know about the moon is intuition. Think about your relationship with the moon. Think about the moon's relationship to Earth. Think about the fact that every planet has their own moon or moons, right, to help regulate things that live on that planet. So even if you don't see this as the secrets card, if we were looking at this reverse, it talks about confusion, fear, and misinterpretation. So I don't really know how to relate this little terrarium being upside down to confusion, misinterpretation, and fear, but we take it for what it is with the Rider Waite and we just keep moving like math. So I really hope you guys were able to retain some of that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try to shoot something now that is not related to this series. So I really hope you guys made it to the end. If you made it to the end, please give me a big thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, that's cool. Thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. And go ahead and comment whatever you want down below, because you guys do anyways. So I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day wherever you are when this video reaches you, my friends. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Namaste.